I can speak from personal experience. So I was a youth pastor at Calvary Fallbrook for 12 years. My wife Wanda and I became Christians in 1978. We left in about 2000. When I left, I immediately went back into construction because that's what I know. I was invited to teach a number of classes at Myriad at the Calvary Bible College. And so that's a full day of construction with, husband and dad responsibilities. And so I found myself up at about 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's when I would study. And God gave me the grace. I don't know that the classes were the best, but God gave me the grace, if I made the sacrifice, to be able to do that. And so I think personally each one of our journeys is a little different. Obviously, that's the case. I never had a formal education, but I loved early on reading books on preaching. G. Campbell Morgan, Martin Lloyd-Jones, they discipled me. When I read Martin Lloyd-Jones' book called The Puritans, I wept. Just because of what I was experiencing. There is a way. There will always be a way, even if we have to adjust our schedules or make some of the hard choices. But I would never sacrifice my marriage or my children for ministry, for sure. I'm not saying that, but I did give up some sleep and have some tough days sometimes. And again, I don't know that those classes were always the best for the students that took them. One thing that hasn't been mentioned here, but just a little bit, if you're going to teach the Bible, you're going to experience spiritual opposition. You're going, as Tim Keller says, you're going against the headwind. It's not going to be easy. Sure, it's going to fire up all of your insecurities and all of your fears, and I don't have this and I don't have that, but your desire to serve the Lord because you love the Lord and you love His Word will motivate you, and you will sacrifice. And there will be spiritual opposition. I know for me, I teach on Wednesday nights and occasionally on the weekend for Pastor Daniel Bentley. And I feel it. I feel easily discouraged. And there are times that I hammer out my notes and they're perfect to go. And right before I go out, I go over them and I go, this makes no sense to me. What in the world am I going to do? And so spiritual opposition, warfare, oppression, whatever you want, you are going against the flow when you handle this book personally and publicly. So please know that. It's to be expected. I have a team of people who pray for me, and I notice a difference. We have a team that prays for Pastor Daniel while he's teaching. We have people who are praying for him. We pray for the weekend services, and we gather to pray because of this opposition. And let me tell you something. If you have people praying for you, there will be opportunities, and God will bless your ministry. But it is important to not enter into these waters without counting the cost of being willing to pray yourself and ask others to pray for you.